What is happening in the tech world right now? The news cycle is moving at warp speed, and if you blink, you might miss it. We've got the absolute latest updates hot off the press, packed with the kind of game-changing information you need to know. Get ready for a rapid-fire rundown that'll keep you on the edge of your seat. We're diving into the latest developer betas from Apple, and it looks like they're pushing out a ninth wave of updates for some of their most anticipated operating systems. What could this mean for the final releases? And speaking of those operating systems, it seems Apple is also dropping Beta 9 for a whole suite of their platforms, including not just iPadOS, but also tvOS, watchOS, and more. This is a significant development, especially with major launches looming. Are these just minor tweaks, or are we seeing a major push for stability before the big reveal? But the updates don't stop there. Apple is also providing developers with the ninth betas for watchOS, tvOS, and even visionOS. Each of these platforms is getting a taste of the new liquid glass design language, and there are some exciting new features hinted at, like AI-powered workout buddies and spatial widgets. We're breaking down exactly what's new and what it means for your devices. And finally, in a story that's capturing attention for entirely different reasons, we have an update on the passing of Ramona Apple-Ashmore. This is a deeply personal story that resonates with many, and we'll share the details. Stay locked in for all this and more on iPad Focus. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Groundbreaking OS updates arrive. Apple has just unleashed its ninth developer beta for iOS 26, signaling that the testing phase for their latest mobile operating system is rapidly approaching its conclusion. This release comes hot on the heels of a series of beta updates that have progressively refined the user experience, incorporating a mix of design enhancements and crucial bug fixes based on developer and early tester feedback. The consistent cadence of these betas suggests a stable and polished final product is on the horizon, with a public release expected soon. The journey to iOS 26 has been marked by iterative improvements. Beta 2, for instance, brought noticeable visual polish, including clearer control center elements, a more organized Safari interface, and enhanced accessibility options like high contrast mode. Subsequent betas continued this trend. Beta 3 introduced bold changes like opaque tab bars and new wallpaper colors, only for Beta 4 to dial back some of these while also addressing early concerns about Apple Intelligence by reintroducing notification summaries for specific apps. The back and forth continued with Beta 5, restoring the Select button in Mail and offering a toggle for the classic camera swipe direction, a feature that was then surprisingly removed in Beta 6. This latter update also brought faster animations and new ringtones, showcasing Apple's commitment to fine-tuning even the smallest details. Beta 7 was particularly noteworthy for fixing a bug that caused screenshots to appear darker, and crucially, for adding support for Apple's redesigned blood oxygen feature on the latest Apple Watch Series 9, Series 10, and Ultra 2 models sold in the US. Beta 8 then focused on general bug fixes and stability improvements, setting the stage for what many anticipate will be the final release candidate builds. Historically, Apple adheres to a strict release schedule for its major iOS updates, typically launching them about a week after its September iPhone keynote. For example, iOS 17 debuted on September 18, 2023, just days after the September 12 event, and iOS 18 followed suit on September 16, 2024, precisely 1 week after the September 9 event. This year, with the jaw-dropping event slated for Tuesday, September 9, 2025, all signs point towards a mid-September release for iOS 26. Industry watchers and reputable outlets like Macworld are specifically predicting Monday, September 15, as the most probable launch date, aligning perfectly with this established pattern. Beyond the incremental updates, iOS 26 represents a significant visual leap, boasting the company's first major aesthetic overhaul since iOS 7. The new liquid glass design language introduces translucent layers, dynamic layouts, and stunning spatial wallpapers that create a captivating 3D-like effect. The lock screen has been intelligently redesigned with a clock that dynamically adjusts its position to avoid obscuring key elements within the wallpaper. Core applications, including camera, photos, music, news, and podcasts, have also received refreshed interfaces, featuring a new floating tab bar that enhances navigation and immersion. Furthermore, Apple Intelligence, the company's powerful on-device AI suite, has seen significant expansion. Key additions include live translation capabilities in Messages and FaceTime, visual intelligence for more intuitive on-screen interactions, and substantial upgrades to the phone and Messages apps, such as call screening, iMessage polls, and the ability to send group Apple Cash payments. The update also introduces AutoMix in Apple Music for seamless song transitions, detailed visited place tracking in Maps, and redesigned wallet boarding passes with integrated live activities, promising a more connected and intelligent user experience. This extensive beta testing and the gradual rollout of new features have generated considerable buzz among the tech community. Users are eagerly anticipating the final release, with discussions online focusing on the impact of the liquid glass design and the practical applications of the expanded Apple Intelligence features. Analysts suggest these updates position Apple strongly against competitors, emphasizing a user-centric approach to AI integration and interface design. Hold on tight, because the updates are still rolling in and we've got more crucial details on what's next. Next up, we're diving deeper into the beta releases across Apple's other major platforms. Apple's beta wave continues across platforms. In a move that surprised many anticipating the end of the beta cycle, Apple has released a ninth wave of beta updates for its upcoming major software versions. This includes Beta 9 for iPadOS 26, tvOS 26, and several other key operating systems. The timing of this release is particularly interesting, as it follows expectations that previous Beta 8 releases would be the final ones before the release candidate, RC, versions. This suggests that Apple is either addressing more significant issues than anticipated, or is determined to ensure maximum stability across its ecosystem before the public launch. Historically, Apple tends to wrap up its beta testing phase with Beta 8, followed shortly by the RC build, which is then released to the public. The release of Beta 9 for multiple platforms, including iPadOS 26, tvOS 26, and watchOS 26, deviates slightly from this pattern. While the company is still expected to reserve its RC builds until after the upcoming iPhone 17 event on September 9, these latest Beta 9 releases are crucial for ironing out any remaining bugs and enhancing overall system stability for beta testers. For developers and enthusiasts who have been actively testing these pre-release versions, these updates are vital for ensuring a smooth transition to the final public versions. The author of the report noted encountering more issues with Beta 8 than typically expected for a release so close to public launch. This sentiment highlights the importance of these Beta 9 updates, with hopes that they provide meaningful improvements and address the stability concerns that have surfaced. The availability of Beta 9 is initially limited to developers, but public beta builds are expected to follow suit shortly, allowing a wider audience to test the latest refinements. Community feedback on these releases will be critical, as users voice their experiences and potential issues in the comments section, providing valuable insights for Apple's final development stages. These ongoing beta updates are not just about bug fixes. They also reflect Apple's commitment to refining the user experience across its diverse hardware and software portfolio. For iPadOS 26, this means further integration of the new liquid glass aesthetic, improvements to multitasking, and enhancements to Apple Intelligence features. For tvOS 26, users can anticipate new features related to media consumption and smart home integration, while watchOS 26 is expected to bring more advanced health tracking and improved app performance. The continued development cycle underscores Apple's meticulous approach to software releases, aiming to deliver a seamless and feature-rich experience to its global user base. The company's ability to push out these updates, even beyond the commonly expected schedule, demonstrates a dedication to quality assurance and user satisfaction. This extended beta period, marked by the unexpected Beta 9 releases, has sparked considerable discussion within the tech community. Users are keen to understand the full scope of changes and improvements, especially in light of the recent stability concerns. The anticipation for the final, stable releases of these operating systems is palpable, with many eager to experience the latest innovations firsthand. These frequent beta updates show Apple is serious about refinement, but what else is happening behind the scenes? Get ready, because we're about to explore some of the exciting new design language and features coming to other Apple devices. Apple's 9th beta wave hits watchOS, tvOS, and visionOS. Apple has officially rolled out the 9th developer betas for watchOS 26, tvOS 26, and visionOS 26, continuing its rigorous testing cycle for these key operating system updates. This latest release comes exactly 1 week after the 8th betas were distributed, indicating a sustained focus on refining the user experience and squashing any remaining bugs before the official public launch this fall. These updates are available for download via the Settings app on the respective devices, provided users have an active developer account. The new betas see watchOS 26 and tvOS 26 adopting the striking liquid glass design changes that were first previewed with iOS 26 and macOS 26. This design language, characterized by translucent layers and dynamic layouts, aims to create a more immersive and visually appealing interface across Apple's ecosystem. For watchOS 26, specific enhancements include the introduction of an AI-powered workout buddy designed to provide motivation and personalized guidance during exercise routines. The Smart Stack feature has also been improved, incorporating more context-aware suggestions to enhance user convenience. Additionally, a new Notes app and support for live translation are integrated, bringing powerful new functionalities to the Apple Watch. Meanwhile, tvOS 26 is set to bring a host of new features that enhance the home entertainment experience. Users can look forward to support for karaoke, allowing iPhones to be used as microphones for a more interactive singing experience. Improvements to AirPlay speaker integration with TVs are also included, promising a smoother and more reliable audio streaming setup. Furthermore, new aerial screensavers are being introduced, offering stunning visual backdrops. A significant convenience feature is the support for quicker app logins during setup, facilitated by Apple Account Syncing, which streamlines the onboarding process for new Apple TV users. The visionOS 26 beta introduces compelling advancements for the Apple Vision Pro. A standout feature is the support for spatial widgets, which can be placed anywhere within the user's immersive environment, offering a new dimension of interaction and customization. The update also includes refinements aimed at making personas more lifelike, enhancing the realism of virtual interactions. Crucially, visionOS 26 adds support for shared spatial experiences, enabling two Vision Pro users to engage in collaborative activities within a shared virtual space. While the visionOS 26 beta is exclusively for developers at this stage, both developers and public beta testers can access the watchOS 26 and tvOS 26 betas, providing broader opportunities for feedback and testing. These updates are not merely about aesthetic changes. They represent a significant push towards integrating AI and enhancing the utility of Apple's devices. The AI-powered workout buddy on watchOS and the improved contextual awareness in the Smart Stack highlight Apple's commitment to leveraging artificial intelligence to personalize user experiences. For visionOS, the introduction of spatial widgets and shared spatial experiences points towards a future where augmented and virtual reality become more integrated into daily life and collaborative work. The anticipation for the final releases is high, with users and industry analysts keen to see how these new features will be received by the broader public. These software updates are packed with innovation, but there's another kind of update making headlines that touches many lives. We're shifting gears now to a deeply personal story that has touched many in the community. Remembering Ramona Apple-Ashmore, a life of love and legacy. Ramona Apple-Ashmore, affectionately known as Tiny Babe, embarked on her final journey to heaven on September 3, 2025, passing away peacefully at her home in Magna, Utah, surrounded by her loving family. Born on October 30, 1938, In the no-flesh community near Kyle, South Dakota, Ramona's life was a testament to resilience, love, and a deep connection to her roots and family. Her passing marks the end of a rich life, leaving behind a legacy cherished by her extensive family and friends. Ramona's early life was shaped by her upbringing with her grandparents, Art and Hilda Ruff. She pursued her education at Holy Rosary Mission School in Pine Ridge, South Dakota, where she graduated, and later attended trade school in Dallas, Texas. It was in Dallas that she met the father of her children, with whom she shared 6 beloved children. Later in life, she relocated to Utah with her children, building a new chapter while maintaining strong ties to her heritage. Throughout her career, Ramona dedicated herself to the culinary arts, working as a cook in both Salt Lake City and the Kyle area. Her passion for cooking extended beyond her professional life. She cherished sharing her culinary skills and treasured recipes with others, a reflection of her generous and nurturing spirit. Her Catholic faith was a cornerstone of her life, providing her with the strength and guidance to live a long, fulfilling, and meaningful existence. She was known for her loving nature and selflessness, finding immense joy in the company of her family. Ramona's family tree is vast and deeply rooted. She is survived by her daughters, Alois Richmond and Arna Hanks, and her son, Renzel Ashmore, along with their spouses. Her siblings, Jacqueline Hernandez, Philly's E. Little Moon, Elvira J. Mosquerda, Philly's White Bear Claws, Devonna Bush, Amanda Takes War Bonnet Bovies, and Jacqueline Reddy, along with numerous nieces and nephews, also mourn her loss. She was preceded in death by her sons, Jamie and Merle Ashmore, her daughter, Frances Ashmore, her parents, Joseph Apple-Ashmore, and Alois Ruff Garnett, her step-parents, Rebecca Apple and Charles Garnett, and a multitude of siblings, including Renzel Lyle Palmier, Donald A. Garnett, Marvin W. Garnett, and many others. Her extended family also includes 22 grandchildren, 50 great-grandchildren, and 9 great-great-grandchildren, a testament to the enduring love and strong family bonds she fostered. Services were held at Our Lady of Sorrows Catholic Hall in Kyle, South Dakota. A wake service took place on Wednesday, September 3, 2025 at 1:00 p.m., followed by an evening service and rosary at 7:00 p.m. The Mass of Christian Burial was held on Thursday, September 4, 2025 at 1:00 p.m., officiated by Father Ron Seminara, S.J., with traditional Lakota services led by Rodney Badhand. Cremation followed the services, with burial to take place at a later date in Utah. Arrangements were entrusted to the Sioux Funeral Home of Pine Ridge, South Dakota. Ramona Apple-Ashmore's life story is a poignant reminder of the importance of family, faith, and community. Her memory will undoubtedly live on through the countless lives she touched and the love she so freely shared. It's stories like Ramona's that remind us of the deep connections we share, but the tech world keeps churning out updates. We've covered a lot of ground today, from groundbreaking software to personal legacies. Let's bring it all home with a quick recap and a final call to action. That's a wrap on another packed news cycle. We saw Apple pushing out Beta 9 for iOS, iPadOS, tvOS, and watchOS, signaling major updates are on the way. We also learned about the passing of Ramona Apple-Ashmore, a life celebrated by her community. If you found this info valuable, smash that like button, subscribe for more, hit the notification bell, drop a comment with your thoughts, and follow us on all our social channels to stay connected.